Welcome to the Butler Beat. I'm Mary Algier.
And I'm Mallory Winters. The Butler Collegian is closing out the year on a high note after being named the Division II Newspaper of the Year by the Indiana Collegiate Press Association. The Collegian was also named Best All-Around Non-Daily Newspaper by the Society for Professional Journalists. These are just two of the 36 awards won by the Collegian staff. Editor-in-Chief Haley Colombo says the recognition is great, but the joy comes from seeing their work on campus.
The awards are very exciting, but the best feeling is just picking up the paper on Wednesday. It's really just a huge joy to, see people reading the paper on campus. So I think that, it's just a huge pleasure for us to do this every week and to, see that our work is well respected and well read.
The Collegian also received the Pacemaker Award from the Associated Collegiate Press. This is given to the best overall newspaper.
As the year ends, another area of campus is talking about awards. Butler's Student Athlete Advisory Committee, better known on campus as SAC, is hoping to get athletes more involved with this year's SAC Awards. There are 5 different awards that honor the best athletes and moments of the 2011-2012 sports year. This is only the second year for these awards, and what makes them unique is that they are voted on by Butler athletes themselves. SAC President Jared Eisenthal explains why this peer-driven awards program is important.
It's good to see, show support for the other teams, showing support and being supportive throughout the year, knowing and keeping up with how the other teams are doing, and seeing who's leading those teams is important just as a community aspect for the Butler athletes.
Awards will be voted on over the summer, and winners will be announced next fall at the annual Student Athlete Social. Aside from awards, there are more things that go along with finals week. I talked to a few students to find out their struggles during this time.
At the end of the semester, many BU students find themselves with unwanted books.
A lot of students sell their books back to the campus bookstore, but often don't get as much cash as they thought they would.
Well, I bought a piano book for, at the bookstore it would have been like 120 bucks. I want to say it was 80 something, like high 80s on Amazon, and I sold it back and got no more than $15 back for it.
On me or something, my chemistry book I couldn't sell back because they were upgrading to a new edition. Although I just ended up giving it to one of my friends again because they're functionally the same book. They just don't want to have to buy it back if they don't have to.
Elena and Connor aren't alone. According to the New York Times, the average college student spends over $700 a year on textbooks. Butler's bookstore tries to alleviate the cost by offering used and for rent textbooks, but buyback books for often a fraction of what was paid. Students often bypass the bookstore and sell their books to sites like Amazon, Campus Books, or Chegg. Sites like these often offer more money than college stores, but some students don't bother with the hassle.
A lot of times I'll give them to people who are coming into similar classes next year.
Another way to get cash for your textbooks is through Bell Tower Books. Bell Tower Books has buyers at every campus who will give you cash for your old texts.
It's an easier process. You can literally leave your books in your dorm room, and I'll come to your dorm room, I'll scan your books, give you cash right then and there, and I'll take them from you. They buy and sell books, so you can actually go online and purchase your textbooks from them at a discounted price as well.
For the Butler Beat, I'm Mary Algier.
This last week of school is no stranger to stressed students. To help students deal with the emotional weight of finals, Butler's Peers Advocating Wellness for Students hosts Stress Last Week. The week is a biannual event offering various soothing and entertaining activities.
About each of these events is that though they're all kind of jam-packed into one week during Stress Last Week, they're available to students at any time throughout the year. So even the massage therapy and playtime with dogs are things that students can find on campus at any time.
While Stress Last Week is finished, students are encouraged to seek stress management tips and help from the Pause Center located in the HRC. Some Butler seniors are presenting their work this week for the campus to see and enjoy. Brooke Lewis tells us more.
Things are looking a little different in the Riley room. The room is full of art pieces ranging from a dance floor to clothing made by students. For the 6th consecutive year, the Butler Art Department is putting on Art Now to give students an opportunity to show their work. Professor Elizabeth Mix tells us more about why Art Now is important for their students.
I think it's really important that they realize that art is all around them. And so as important as it is for them to realize that a lot of art is being made on campus, that I'm hoping that it's going to change the way they see everything.
Art Now started as a concept to show off just students' work from classes. However, that is changing. For the first time, there are pieces from non-students being shown. Professor Mix explains that art is all around us.
And to try to demonstrate that there are lots of artists on campus. It doesn't seem like it because they're teaching anthropology or they're running the Indianapolis Community Requirement Program, but they're artists.
For seniors, this is the last time they will be presenting their work at Butler. Senior Rachel Anderson says that her work this year is the best that she's ever done.
My favorite piece that I did this semester, because I actually lit it on fire, the white spots are lighter fluid and the black and gray is the scorch marks from where it was on fire.
Art Now is open to everyone and provides people with a chance to look deeper into the different forms of art surrounding them. For the Butler Beat, I'm Brooke Lewis.
The Butler baseball team is looking to get back on track following a recent losing streak. The Bulldogs are in the bottom half of the league standings after being swept by Valparaiso last week. Junior first baseman Jimmy Reese is still confident that he and his teammates can return to their winning ways.
You know, it's all down to the conference tournament. Right now we're not doing as well as we'd like to be, but it's a new season starting in the conference, and you know, we want to finish strong and then, you know, do well in the conference tournament and get a championship.
Reese entered the weekend as the Horizon League leader in home runs and RBI.
Butler's track team has also had a tough season. Reporter Ari Castle has the story.
Summer is right around the corner, but the Butler University track team isn't on vacation yet.
We had a decent year. We're still a really young team, so definitely, you know, working with the growing pains of a lot of, you know, very young up-and-coming teams. So we're looking to be more successful in the upcoming years. This year we were plagued by injuries.
Bria Booker echoes her teammates' comments about the season.
We're doing pretty well. It's a rebuild season, so there's definitely a lot of freshmen. There's about 6 new incoming freshmen. There's only 1 sophomore girl sprinter, and it's been like a rebuild season for us, and our distance has been doing excellent. Sprinting's not too bad, but we definitely can improve, so I'm really excited for next season.
But next season isn't here yet, and there's still one more task the team must deal with. The school year may be coming to an end, but for the young track team, the Horizon League Conference Tournament is right around the corner. And for the conference tournament, the team is raising the bar.
This week we're going pretty hard. We have the home meet this weekend, and then next week we're going to be tampering down all the way till conference.
The team feels that if they train hard and perform their best, they can do well at conference.
We're just basically sticking with what we've been doing all year. Track is a big thing about consistency every day, coming out every week, doing the same things. It can be monotonous at times, but that's how you get it done, and that's how you end up successful later on.
The conference tournament is still a few weeks away, and the team is working harder than ever so they can end the season with their best foot forward. For the Butler Beat, I'm Ari Castle.
The Butler men's tennis team begins postseason conference play this weekend in the first round of the Horizon League Championship. The 6-seeded Dogs take on 3-seed Youngstown State, a team they narrowly lost to 5-2 in the regular season finale less than a week ago. Despite the loss, freshman Billy Weldon says the team knows what it must do to win and that they're excited about the opportunity.
I mean, it's definitely an opportunity. I mean, it's kind of the Butler way to be an underdog and kind of upset the competition. So we're thriving on that, and we hope to kind of have some success in the tournament and see what we can do.
The conference tournament begins Friday afternoon at North Central High School. That wraps up the first segment of the Butler Beat. I'm Mary Algier.
And I'm Mallory Winters. Stay with us for segment 2 when Shelby Sebring talks about the job search for seniors.